presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post 8 Baseball is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, Floss Dentistry, Comtech, Wagner Auto, and Dakota Sprinkler.
That one is flown out towards center field. Elliott Life, a long run dive, and he makes the catch! What a diving grab by Elliott Life out in center field!
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by CHS River Plains, Kathy Sunshine Properties, True Green, B&B Equipment, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Gales Gas.
And Keenos will shoot that out towards the right center field gap. That's going to get down for a base hit. Another run will come in to score. Keenos is going to try and get the second. The throw coming in is cut off by the second baseman. It's the second double of the game for Lincoln Keenos.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you on KCCR by AirTech, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Olson Plumbing, First Dakota National Bank, Birding Electric, and Shane's Pharmacy.
Post 8 will take game 2 by a complete game shutout for Jack Van Camp. A huge win for the Ace.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by Avera, Xander Auto Parts, Edward Jones Financial, Todd's Electric, Lamb Auto, Kruger Contracting, the Oahe YMCA, Bank West, and Fisher Rounds.
And Dean will launch it out to right field. That one's going to get out for a walk-off. 3-run homer. And Post 8 is off to Sunday. Third home run for Bennett Dean of the season.
With the call of today's baseball action, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
And a good morning to you as we welcome you here to Corbett Field. A chilly morning here at Corbett Field as Post 8 will take on Billings, Montana in their only game of the day as they are sitting at 1-0 in the tournament after last night's game was canceled due to inclement weather as we had lightning, some rain, just couldn't quite get to the point of being able to play the ball game. So we had to cancel that game against Minot, and will not be made up in this tournament. The schedule stays exactly the same. And for Post 8, they might need a little bit of help. Maybe if they win, they don't need any help to get in the semifinals. I think as long as Minot beats Glendive in the 4:45 game, Pierre will be in the semifinals tomorrow, either at 10:45 or 1 o'clock. In the morning or the afternoon, and Post 8 will have an opportunity maybe then to play for a championship. So you lost a game, but you still have an opportunity to still play 4 here this weekend and maybe win the championship here at Corbett Field in the Minot tournament, the J.D. Memorial Tournament. Post 8 will take on the Billings team, who lost 8-5 to Brainerd yesterday. That was the only game that they played. They'll play back-to-back games here this morning. They'll play against Pierre, and then Mandan at 12:15. It was originally scheduled for Mandan to play at 10 and Pierre to play at 12:15, but they have switched that, and right now Pierre will take on Billings, then Mandan will take on Billings before Glendive will face Mandan, then Glendive will face Minot, and then Brainerd will face Minot here in the schedule for the day today. And just one game was lost, and it was the Pierre-Minot game. The 3 games that were played yesterday, Brainerd beat Billings 8-5. Then it was Pierre over Glendive 12-2 in 7 innings, and then Mandan beat Brainerd 7-2 in that game. So Brainerd at 1-1, Mandan 1-0 as well as Pierre. Minot did not play at all yesterday. They'll play just their 2 games in the last 2 games of the day today against Glendive and Brainerd. Pierre will have Grayson Hunsley on the mound. He will throw in Game 1. George Stalley will be the catcher with Isaac Pollock, the DH. A fun lineup again here for Post 8, and they're looking for their second win in as many games here at Corbett Field and to try and push their record up to 9-12 after winning yesterday, moving up to 8-12, ending a 4-game losing streak. They're looking for back-to-back wins here against this Billings, Montana team, the Billings Expos, as we're getting set for first pitch between Pierre and Billings. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
At the Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization nurturing the potential of every youth, adult, and senior in our community. From advocacy to childcare, disease prevention to athletics, swim lessons to safe spaces, our mission ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can participate in the services that we offer at the Y. We invite you to stop in and check out our youth sports, summer camps, group exercise classes, swim lessons, and so much more. Discover your why at the Milwaukee Family YMCA in Pierre, where we are for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
The count may change with every pitch, but what doesn't change is God's love for you. Come join us at Faith Lutheran Church to hear about the God who blesses us with athletic skill, meaningful relationships, and the peace and comfort that comes from His Son Jesus. You can worship on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. or on Sunday mornings at 8:30 or 11 a.m. Faith Lutheran Church is up the hill at 714 North Grand and happy to support our athletes, their families, and our community.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back here to Corbett Field, getting set for first pitch between Pierre and Billings in the first game of the day here at Corbett Field, the only game for Post State to play here today. As we will be looking at the start lineups here in just a moment. Umpires are on the field. Looks like we're going to get set here rather quickly. What to say, too, I meant it was a chilly morning. Well, it's 58 degrees in Minot right now, the wind chill of 55. Yeah, we got a wind chill here. The June 25th, and we got a wind chill for our first game at 55 degrees, as it will be Post State. They got 10 guys here, all 10 guys in the lineup. Brecken Kerr leading thing off. He's in center field. George Stalley, the catcher, will bat second. Matt Hanson, the shortstop, will bat third. Bennett Dean, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Gary Nevin, the right fielder, batting fifth. Johnny Lyons, the third baseman, batting sixth. Connor Bruce, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jed Zabel, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Isaac Pollock, the DH, will bat ninth. And Grayson Hunsley will be on the mound. This will be his second outing of the season for Post State. For the Billings Expos, it'll be Ethan Osnes, the right fielder, batting first. Dylan Byrd, the center fielder, batting second. Riley Bykonen, the second baseman, batting third. Cooper Hanson, the first baseman. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Noah Crane, the DH, batting fifth. Trevor Golick, the left fielder, batting sixth. Jarius Hergetz, the third baseman, batting seventh. Cooper Stallman, the shortstop, batting eighth, and Ano Bradley, the catcher, will bat ninth for Billings. Owen McKinney is on the mound for the Billings Expos as they are just about set to take the field. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes, come back with first pitch. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
As we welcome you back here, we are set for first pitch between Pierre and Billings as we welcome you in here to the broadcast as Post State looking to go 2-0 here in the early part of this tournament, and actually be the only 2 games that they'll play in the pool play. And will be set to then, if they go 2-0, regardless of the rest of the day, they're going to be in the semifinals. Just all depends on what time they will play. And I guess maybe for Post States and for the other teams that will be in the semifinals, they may adjust it accordingly, according to the travel. So one of the 2 teams that loses, or one of the teams, if they lose, they have an opportunity to get home a little bit quicker. But we'll see how things go. Early morning train going through. That's the signal that baseball is ready to go here in Minot. As Brecken Kruger will come to the plate, he will hit first for Post State. George Staley, then Matt Hanson, Bennett Dean, Gary Nevin, Johnny Lyons, Connor Bruce, Jed Zabel, and Isaac Pollock, and they will go against Owen McKinney, who is on the mound for this Billings Expos team, as they are wearing their almost black jerseys with the white pinstripes all the way down, looking like Chicago White Sox style jerseys. With the Expos at 0-1 right now in the tournament. They lost 8-5 to Brainerd. As Brecken Kruger will come to the plate. And we're ready to go for baseball here on this Saturday morning. Kruger went 0 for 4 yesterday. He walked to lead off the ball game, and then he was struck out, flew out twice to the center fielder, and also flew out to the left fielder. As we are ready here to go for baseballs, the first pitch will come in for strike 1, and we're underway here at 9:58 a.m. on this beautiful but chilly Saturday morning at the end of June. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low and away, and it's now 1-1. Not entirely used to the cooler weather in June anymore. Here's the 1-1 to Kruger. He'll swing and miss, and it's now 1-2. Sun is peeking his way out here at first pitch. Beautiful Corbett Field. Took on a lot of rain yesterday. A lot of lightning that kept delaying the start time and then inevitably canceling the game between Pierre and Minot. 1-2 pitch. That one will bounce in. The count is now 2-2. Yesterday, Billings, they lost to Brainerd, Minnesota, losing 8-5. Brainerd had 4 errors in the ball game. Billings with just 2, but they still were able to pick up a win. 2-2 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 3-2. 2 of the 5 runs that were scored for Billings in the game yesterday were unearned runs. As here is the now 3-2 pitch. And it will be a leadoff walk to Kruger, just like it was yesterday to open up the ball game. And he is on here at the top of the first inning, and it will bring up George Staley. So Staley looking to continue what he did yesterday as he went 3 for 5 in the ball game, reached base 4 of the 5 times that he came to the plate. Was a good start for Post State overall, as the first pitch is a swing and a miss to George Staley. Post State yesterday ended up with 13 hits in total in their Game 1 win. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Staley with a ground ball to the shortstop. A throw to second for one. No chance for a throw at first. The ball was dropped by the second baseman by Conan, but that was on the transfer, so Krieger is retired on the fielder's choice. Staley will remain at will now be at first base. And it will bring up Matt Hanson with 1 on and 1 out here at the top of the first inning. Golick's out in left, Byrd in center, and Osnes in right. Hergert, the third baseman. Stallman, the shortstop, by Conan, the second baseman. Hanson at first. And it is Bradley behind the plate as he'll block the ball in front, went a little bit to his left, and George Staley easily swiped second base with a good read on that first pitch that was in the turf and bounced away from the catcher and Bradley. The first baseman is Hanson, but it's actually Cooper Hanson, not Matthew Hanson, who is at the plate right now for Post State. 2-0 count now to Hanson. Yesterday, Hanson went 1 for 2 in the ball game. He walked twice. 1 for 3 in the ball game. He walked twice and singled home a run. 2-0 pitch. Bouncing, and he gets to the backstop. Staley will now take third. And a productive out would score George Staley and give Post State a quick 1-0 lead. The Eights scored at 3 in the first, second, and fourth innings and led 9-0 before the first run came in to score. Post State had an 11-1 lead going into the bottom of the sixth, but a run scored and made 11-2. And then the Eights added one more in the seventh inning to win a 12-2 ball game over Glendive, Montana yesterday. 3-0 pitch. Hanson got the green light, and he swung and missed. And it's now 3-1. On deck, the cleanup hitter and Bennett Dean. From the windup, here's the 3-1 pitch. That one will bounce in. It will be a walk. Second walk issued by McKinney here in this ball game. And his runners at first and third with 1 out. And here is Bennett Dean. Dean ended up with 2 hits yesterday. Single and a triple. He went 2 for 3 in the ball game. Walked twice. Had a single and a triple, and also flew out to center field. A good start to the tournament for Bennett Dean. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Runners at first and third with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Post State looking to strike first, as they did yesterday in game 1. That one is high and outside, and the count is now quickly 2-0 here to Dean. Only game of the day for Post State, as it was not scheduled to be the only game yesterday for the Eights. End up being the only game, as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That one's on the outside edge, and it's now 2-1. But Pierre will be off the rest of the day, and then we'll wait to see where they play in one of the 3 games of 8:30, 10:45, or 1 o'clock. That one will bounce in. Hanson will take second base. So the count is now at 3-1 to Dean. Hanson's at second and in danger of walking the bases loaded with Gary Nevin on deck. Instead, we'll have a quick mound visit. If Pierre wins this game, they will not be playing the 8:30 game, and there's still a possibility of, even if they don't win this game, that it won't make a difference. If Minot beats Glendive, and Glendive goes to 0-2, Minot could go to 2-0, and Pierre at 1-1. It would be for Glendive, and of course they're playing Mandan as well. So I don't know if being at 1-2, if they're a half game behind, I guess if they lose one of the 2 games, they will drop out of contention and be that third seed in the pool. 3-1 pitch is outside, and it will be ball 4. Third walk issued of the morning for McKinney, and the bases are now loaded. And here is Gary Nedved, who hit a 2-run home run yesterday. And it cleared both walls all the way out of the ballpark of Corbett Field. First pitch will catch across the knees, and it's 0-1. Here to Gary Nedved. Nedved had 2 extra base hits. He had a 2-run home run and also a RBI double. That one misses low and away. And the count is even at a ball and a strike here to Nedved. Had the bat flip and everything with that home run yesterday. He knew it was gone as soon as it left the bat. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He'll swing and miss, and it's now 1-2. Post State looking to score here. With bases loaded and 1 out, you got to find a way to at least push off one of these runs, if not push across 2 of these runs. Love to have all 3 come in. McKinney from the windup. Here's the 1-2. And Nedved gets a hold of it out towards center field. That should be deep enough to score Stalley. The center fielder move over to left center field to make the catch. Stalley will tag. He will come in to score without a throw. And Post State will take a 1-0 lead. The RBI sacrifice fly from Gary Nedved. And it's 1-0.
Number 24, third baseman, Johnny Lyons.
So now here is Johnny Lyons with 2 on and 2 outs here at the top of the first. Lyons did not hit yesterday. He came in to pitch the final inning while he was going to be in the lineup in game number 2. He's the one guy that is stepping to the plate for the first time on this team. With 10 guys here this weekend, all 10 are in the lineup for this ball game. Brecken Kruger pitched yesterday, was in the batting order. So Lyons had the game off other than the 7th inning where he came in to finish out the ball game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. It's now 1-1. So for Johnny Lyons, he was coming in this weekend hitting .312 with 3 doubles, 8 runs driven in. And they step off behind to second base with Hanson at second and Dean at first. Hanson at second, Dean at first. The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball towards the third baseman. It will be fielded by the third baseman and Hergert, and he will step on the bag at third to retire the side. 1 run does score. No hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the first. Pierre leads it 1-0 over Billings as they come to the plates. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Byrd Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Byrd Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Byrd Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Byrd Electric, 224-8684. As we welcome you back here, it is a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first inning between Pierre and Billings. The lineup for the Billings Expos, it'll be Ethan Ostes, the right fielder, batting first. Dylan Byrd, the center fielder, will bat second. Riley Bykonen, the second baseman, batting third. Cooper Hanson, the first baseman, batting fourth. Noah Craig, the DH, he'll bat fifth. Trevor Golick, the left fielder, batting sixth. Jarius Hergert, the third baseman, batting seventh. Cooper Stallman, the shortstop, batting eighth. And O'Bradley, the catcher, will bat ninth here for this Billings Expos team with Grayson Hunsley on the mound. And Grayson Hunsley will be making his second appearance of the season. He threw 6 2/3 innings the first time that he threw in relief in the Veterans Classic And he has a 1-0 lead here to open things up. First pitch swinging out towards right center field, and that will hold up in time for Brecken Kruger to get over there to make the catch as Osnes is retired on the first pitch here in the bottom of the first inning. For Grayson Hunsley so far, well, now that's 7 full innings that he's thrown. He is a 1-0 record. He gave up 3 hits in his first outing, no runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. He did hit 2 guys, so that ERA is 0, and the whip is 0.45 for Grayson Hunsley through his 6 2/3 innings of relief work in his first game for Post State, as the first pitch to Dylan Byrd is outside for ball 1. Byrd went 2 for 3 yesterday in the 8-5 loss to Brainerd, Minnesota. They were out-hit 8-7. As they'll pop this one up, foul territory. George Stalley behind home plate. He will make the catch as he turned the glove around in time to make the grab, and there's now 2 down. That's a good play there from the catcher Stalley. And 2 pop-outs here in this first inning.
Number 28, second baseman
Riley Bykonen will come to the plate. He went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the game yesterday. The only 2 runs that were driven in. Actually, they had all 5 RBIs driven in. The only guy that is in the lineup besides Crane that had an RBI. First pitch is missed for ball 1. That was the only 2 runs that were earned against Brainerd yesterday on the 2 RBIs from Riley Bykonen. Went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. He'll pop this one up on the infield. Matthew Hanson will call and stand in front of third base where he'll make the catch in front of behind Johnny Lyons, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Grayson Hunsley here in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the top of the second, 1-0 lead for Pierre over the Billings Expos. You're listening to Post State Baseball on a KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Top of the second inning, and Post State is leading 1-0, as it will be 7-8-9. And Connor Bruce, Judd Zabel, and Isaac Pollock be the first 3 hitters. Then back to the top of the order. Grayson Hunsley had a strong work in that first inning, very efficient in that first inning, as Post State is looking for a second win in as many games here at the Minot tournament, the J.D. Memorial Tournament. Grayson Hunsley in that first inning through just 5 pitches, got 3 pop-outs. Here's Connor Bruce. Bruce in game number 1 went 1 for 2. He ground out in his first at-bat, then he was hit by a pitch. He singled and walked. So he reached base the final 3 times that he came to the plate as we open things up here in the top of the second inning. And Owen McKinney will be looking for, he had 3 walks in that first inning, but he did not give up a hit to Post State as the first pitch is upstairs for ball 1. And for McKinney, it's pretty clear that in that first inning, hey, just got to throw a few more strikes, make him put the ball in play, and could have been a much different story after the first inning if Post State was able to get a couple hits. They did have a productive out. Nedved had the RBI sacrifice fly that made it 1-0 for Pierre. Here's a 2-0 now to Connor Bruce. That one will miss low, and the count is at 3-0. And already with 3 walks, McKinney is in danger of walking the first man here in this inning. It's going to be pitch number 29 already for Owen McKinney. The 3-0, that will find the strike zone on the inside corner. So pitch number 30 upcoming. Here the leadoff man in the top of the second with a 3-1 count. Good hitters count here for Connor Bruce. And the pitch, swing and a miss. and is now 3-2 here to Connor Bruce. Jet Zabel, Isaac Polak are waiting on deck. Here's a 3-2. Bruce will get a piece of it and foul it straight back. And it will remain alive here with a full count. The leadoff man here in the top of the second inning. McKinney from the windup delivers the 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. And there's the first strikeout of the ball game for Owen McKinney.
The left fielder, number 16, Jeff Zabel.
And now here's Jet Zabel, the left fielder. Zabel yesterday went 1 for 4 in the ball game. He had an RBI double, and he came around to score on the Little League home run and made it 11-1 at the time. He took third on the throw coming to the 2 home plates, and then the throw from home to third got away. So he ended up scoring all the way from his double on the same play. There's a ground ball right up the middle for a base hit. And there's the first hit of the ball game for Post State, first hit for either team. And there's 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the second inning for Isaac Polak. Polak got a chance to swing the bats in the first game yesterday, I guess the only game yesterday, as he went 1 for 3 in the ball game, walked, and he got a base hit. He had a base hit in the 6th inning. It's going to be the 5th inning, but was stranded at first base. Did come around to score on the 2 RBI triple from George Stalley. They pick off, and back in safely is Zabel at first base. Here's the first pitch to Polak. That one is missed, and then it's going to bounce off the glove of the catcher and Bradley. And the spin coming out of the glove bounced it to his left. And now there's a runner on second here with 1 out and 1-0 counts to Isaac Polak. So he's got the RBI opportunity now. McKinney comes set from the stretch. Here's the 1-0. That one's on the outside half of the plate, taken for a strike, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. On deck is the top of the order in Brecken Kruger, after he drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball that is foul down the first base line. And the count goes to 1-2. Polak, who got his first of the season yesterday, now looking for his first RBI of the season. The 1-2 comes high upstairs. It's now 2-2. The catcher and Bradley was set up to try and go outside, and McKinney might have overthrown that one and ends up throwing it high for ball 2. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the second inning. The 2-2. That was upstairs off the glove again of Bradley. And to third base now will be Zabel. And a fly ball could score Zabel. And a ground ball up the middle right now would be able to score him, as well as the middle infielders will stay back. First baseman also playing back behind the bag. So now here's the 3-2 pitch to Polak. He'll foul that one out of play. And we will do it again here at 3-2. With 1 out here in the top of the second. And a runner on third. Pierre looking to extend it to a 2-0 lead. 3-2 pitch. Polak will foul that one straight back and out of play. And another 3-2 pitch upcoming here with 1 out in the top of the second. Good battle here between Polak and McKinney. This is going to be pitch number 41, excuse me, 42 of the day for Owen McKinney. 3-2. A high chopper. That one's going to be forcing Zabel to try and score. The throw back to the catcher goes off of his glove, and then the pitcher and catcher run into each other. And so Zabel will end up scoring. And it's now a 2-0 lead. And he'll bring it back up, Brecken Kruger. So Kruger will now come to the plate, and with Zabel at third base, and that chopper that he started to move a little bit, he was too far off the bag, and the ball was too close to third base where he couldn't get back over to the bag, so he had to try and score, and he ends up scoring as Brecken Kruger looked to bunt the ball and ended up bunting the ball because it was coming in at his head and he couldn't get out of the way in time. And thankfully he was able to bunt it foul, because that would have been very dangerous as he was trying to get a sacrifice bunt. And thankfully he'll take the fact that it was a foul ball. That one is line foul by Kruger. Well out in front, and the count's now 0-2. So Isaac Pollock will get the RBI, his first of the season. And now time is called. The count is 0-2 here to Brecken Kruger. 2-0 lead now for Post State. Here in the top of the second with one out. And Pollock on at first base. Here's the 0-2. Kruger swings and misses and will strike out. Second strikeout now of the ball game for McKinney. And there's two away. And it will bring up George Stalley. Stalley reached on a fielder's choice. Came around to score on the sacrifice fly from Gary Nedved. Here's the first pitch to Stalley. Runner takes off. Throw to second on a pitch that was high. The tag applied, but the ball was dropped by the second baseman, so Pollock will steal it. And he is in score position here with two away. Pollock's doing it all and getting his first of everything here this season. First base hit, first RBI. Now he's got the first stolen base for himself for this season. Here's the 1-0. He'll line that one back to Stalley, and it's now a 1-1 count. A 2-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Count is 1-1 here to George Stalley. Looking for his fourth hit of the tournament. Check swing, and he'll foul that one out of play. And the count is now 1-2, and need some new baseballs, or more baseballs here. With a 1-2 count, a little bit of a delay. Again, the rest of the schedule for today, Billings will play Mandan after this at 12:15. 2:30 is Mandan and Glendive, and then Glendive will play Minot at 4:45, and then Minot will finish out the day against Brainerd at 7 o'clock. 8:30 is the 3C consolation game, so everybody's guaranteed. Okay, everybody was guaranteed 4 games. Pierre and Minot will not play 4 games, although they both still technically could. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Stalley will rip it out towards center field, but right to the center fielder, who just basically stutter-stepped and was in position already, and Byrd will make the catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Pierre now leads it 2-0 over Billings. You're listening to Post State Baseball on a KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, let's go. We're going to be late for the baseball game.
I know, my air conditioner is letting me down like our middle reliever last game. I have to give someone a call.
That's easy. Call in the closer, AirTech Heating and Cooling. They use Coleman brand heaters and air conditioners, and like our team's closer, AirTech with Coleman products give us quality and dependability we can trust to win the game.
You're right. I'm going to the bullpen. AirTech, I need you.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
It is the bottom of the second inning. Post State is leading 2-0 over Billings, Montana. The Billings Expos, as the Expos will have 4, 5, and 6. Cooper Hanson, Noah Crane, and then Trevor Golick, the first three hitters here in this ball game. As in the game yesterday for Cooper Hanson, went 1 for 4. And again, 7 hits in total for the Expos. And they all came within I guess McKinney pinched in and got a base hit. But it was mostly the 2, 3, and 4 hitters that got the hits. As Cooper Hanson now will come to the plate, the lefty will dig in. Here to open up the bottom of the second inning with a 2-0 lead here for Post State. First pitch, that one will miss for ball 1. Just a 5-pitch inning for Grayson Hunsley in the first inning. Here's the 1-0. Fouled back by Hanson. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Shading for Hanson to pull. Kruger is on the second base side of the bag. There's a line shot right to Bruce. He will make the catch on the line, and that will retire the leadoff man. And there is now one down here in the bottom of the second. And here's Noah Crane. He had the RBI single, went to 1 for 3 in the game yesterday. Only 2 extra base hits of the 7 that were hit for Billings yesterday. First pitch swinging, popped up and fouled out of play. That'll roll its way back down to the Post State dugout and over the head of both Coach Brian White and Peyton Zabel. Hunsley will work from the stretch even with nobody on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. It'll be booted by Hanson. He'll pick it up. The throw to first is still going to be in time to get him. Hanson was able to pick it back up, throw it over to first base, and a good scoop there by Benedine to retire Noah Crane, and that is now 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. And bring up Trevor Golick, the left fielder, who went 1 for 3 yesterday in the 8-5 loss to Brainerd. First pitch is over for strike 1. Brainerd's 1-1. Everybody else has played just 1 game. They won the first one, then lost to Mandan 7-2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is at the knees, and the count is now 0-2, and Grayson Hunsley a strike away from getting through the second inning as well. Here's the 0-2 from Hunsley. That one's grounded foul. And we'll do it again here at 0-2. Post State next week. They'll be off Monday and Tuesday before they play in Mitchell Wednesday. And then Minot will be in town Thursday at Hyde Stadium. Here's the 0-2. And it'll be off the bat. That's off the bat of Golick. Went off the bat of Golick, so it's still an 0-2 count. And it ends up being a foul ball, so still ends up being a strike for Hunsley, although it was nowhere close to the strike zone. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. The Billings Expos. So there's 1 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second. And Darius Hergert, the third baseman, will come to the plate. So the first hit for Billings, first base runner as well. There's a sharp line drive, and Connor Bruce will make the catch to retire the side in the bottom of the second inning. 2 line shots to Bruce to finish out the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We have played 2 complete here at Corbett Field, and Pierre now leads it 2-0 over Billings Expos. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727. It is the top of the third, and Post State leading 2-0. And it will be 3, 4, and 5. Matthew Hanson, Bennett Dean, and Gary Nedved will be the first three hitters here for Post State, trying to extend this lead. They've scored one in the first and the second so far. They have a 2-0 advantage over Billings, Montana. Again, a win for Post State, and they are guaranteed to be in the semifinals tomorrow. A loss but still need a little bit of help for Glendive to lose one of the two games against Mandan or Minot. And for Post State, they will be in the semifinals at either 10:45 or 1 o'clock. We'll have to wait to see which semifinal they get to play in. And then the championship would be at 3:15. They'd have to win that first game, as we'll have a ball be called as McKinney stopped his motion. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Hanson, and it's upstairs, and the count is now 2-0 here to Matt Hanson. Ends up being called the ball because McKinney had started his motion, then stopped. I think Hanson kind of backed out a little bit. There's a ground ball that is fair down the third base line. Matt Hanson will round first. He's on his way to second. He's not stopping the throw to second. He will stand up with a leadoff double for Matthew Hanson. First extra base hit of the ball game for Post State. Second hit now for the Eights as well. And it will bring up Bennett Dean, who drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. He was stranded at first base in the top of the first. So now here is Dean with an opportunity to drive in. Hanson at second. Here's the first pitch. Dean will foul it back and out of play, and it's 0-1. Hanson picked up the second hit for Post State. Single by Zabel, and now a double by Hanson. Here's the 0-1 from McKinney. Instead, he'll fake a throw to second. And back in standing is Matt Hanson over at second base. Here's the now 0-1. Dean will pop it up in foul territory. That will get out of play, and it will land behind the grandstand. So it's now an 0-2 count here to Dean. An 8-5 a final for Brainerd over Billings. Pierre won 12-2, and Mandan beat Brainerd 7-2. That was the 3 games yesterday. 0-2 pitch. Dean will rip it out towards right center field. That's down for extra bases. It will be an RBI for Dean. He's going to round first and head for second. A little bit closer than I thought it was going to be as he slides in safely with an RBI double, and Post State now leads at 3-0. Back-to-back doubles here for Post State to kick off the top of the third. That's the second extra base hit of the tournament for Post State, or for Bennett Dean of Post State. And now it's Gary Nedved. He had a sacrifice fly in his first at bat, drove in the game's first run of George Stalley. First pitch to Nedved. He'll go the other way out towards right field. The right fielder will make the catch. Faking the tag is Dean as the throw comes across. That was a good throw there from Osnes. And there's now one down. Boy, that was hit high up in the air because that took a long time for it to come down. And Osnes, the right fielder, make the catch. But there's now one down here at the top of the third. Still runner on second. That's Johnny Lyons, who grounded over to the third baseman. He went the short route by stepping on the bag to finish out the top of the first inning. There's a ground ball that's up the middle. It's going to get Dean over to third. And not fielded cleanly by the shortstop in Stallman, which will result in an error, and it's now first and third with one away. Second error now charged to Billings in the ball game, and it's Connor Bruce with an RBI opportunity. Bruce struck out swinging in his first at-bat, but with the opportunity extending this lead to 4 with a base hit with Dean at third and Lyons at first base. Owen McKinney will deliver the first pitch over for strike one. The runners at first and third and one out. This will be pitch number 58 of the day for Owen McKinney. Here's the 0-1. And Bruce will foul it out of play. And the count is now at 0-2. Grayson Hunsley, on the other hand, has thrown 16 pitches through 2 innings. Not bad to be averaging eight throws in an inning. Here's the 0-2 now. Runner takes off, taken for strike 3. The throw to second. They got him out at second for a strike him out, throw him out, and that will retire the side as Connor Bruce struck out looking, and Johnny Lyons is thrown out at second base, and the inning will come to an end. So now the third strikeout of the ball game, and to get Lyons out, retires it. 1 run scores on 2 hits, 1 error, and one man left on base. We head to, well, actually the interesting thing is, and I don't think the runner scored, but there's a possibility of that runner scoring from third before the out was made. But again, I don't think that was the case, but there's a possibility of that happening, but was not said by the home plate umpire that the runner did score. So after 2.5, Post State has a 3-0 lead now over Billings. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
If you're in the market for a new home, call my mom or grandma, Kathy. Sunshine Properties is my mom and my grandma.
When you're ready to buy or sell, rely on us, Kathy Sunshine Properties. We'll help you to buy or sell with confidence. When you're out and about, stop and see us at our new location on the corner of Capitol and Central here in Pierre.
As we welcome you back, your first pitch is missing for ball 1 to open up the bottom of the third inning. As it is 8-9-1 here for the Billings Expos. Cooper Stallman, Ano Bradley, and Ethan Osnes. There's a fly ball out towards left field. Zabel going back. He's still going back, and that one is out of here for a leadoff home run. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Cooper Stallman goes deep after going 0 for 3 yesterday. It's a leadoff bomb, and Billings has cut the lead to 2.
The catcher, number 42, Ano Bradley.
Here's Ano Bradley that will follow things up. So that was just pitch 18 of the day for Grayson Hunsley. Still got a 3-1 lead. Second hit for the Billings Expos. Here's the first pitch now from Hunsley to Bradley. There's a ground ball left side. Hanson will field in the back end. His throw to first is low, but Dean is right there to pick it out, and there's one down now here in the bottom of the third, and a good bounce back pitch there from Grayson Hunsley.
Number 2, right fielder, Ethan Osnes.
Here's Ethan Osnes, who flew out to the center fielder, Brecken Kruger, in his first at-bat. Osnes, the right fielder, get an arm out in right field as he made the catch in that top of the third inning and fired a strike over across the third base to make sure that Dean didn't tag up. As the first pitch will miss low for ball 1 to Osnes. Just the first earned run allowed by Grayson Hunsley. As it's now 2-0 here to Osnes. He gave up 3 hits in the 6 2/3 of relief in his first outing. He's given up 2 hits so far here in 2 1/3 innings. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball over for Lyons at third. He'll make the play. Vacuum it up, and the throw to first is in time, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning.
Center fielder number 4.
And it brings up Dylan Byrd. Byrd went 2 for 3 yesterday, but 0 for 1 right now. The center fielder popped out in foul territory to Stalley. With 2 outs and nobody on base. Hunsley will peer in for the sign. Again, works from the stretch. No matter what it is, as there's a swing and a miss from Byrd. Whether there's runners on base or not, he'll go for the stretch. And again, I talked about before, that seems like more and more guys are doing that. 0-1 pitch, he's showing bunt, he misses the bunt, and it's now 0-2. Trying to bunt his way on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. But now he's down 0-2, and Grayson Hunsley will be looking for his first strikeout. The 0-2. Ground ball, that's through the hole left side for a base hit. And the inning will continue. Second hit of the inning. And it will bring up now Riley by Conan. By Conan popped out to Hanson to end the first inning, although he was maybe a step behind where Johnny Lyons was standing at to begin the at-bat. Well, now a runner on first with 2 away. Here in the bottom of the third, here's the first pitch. Runner takes off. There's a soft line drive into left field for a base hit. Runner will stay at second base as back-to-back singles. And now it's Cooper Hanson with runners at first and second.
Cleanup hitter number 14, first baseman Cooper Hanson.
Hanson lined out to Bruce in his first at-bat. He hit it on the nose, but he hit it right at Bruce. The runners at first and second now and 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Billings led off this inning with a home run from Cooper Stallman. As now here's Cooper Hanson. The first pitch missing low for ball 1. Pierre has 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Billings so far. Here's the 1-0 from Hunsley. That will miss inside. The count is now at 2-0. Had 2 bounce-back pitches to get Bradley and Osnes on ground balls after the home run. But then back-to-back singles on the left side has kept this inning alive, and another opportunity for an RBI here for Billings. 2-0 pitch is high and outside. It's now 3-0. And Grayson Hunsley in danger of walking his first man of the entire year. Batting average against coming in was at 143 for Grayson Hunsley. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a 3-0 pitch that the green light was there for Hanson, but he fouls it out of play, and it's now 3-1 here to the Billings first baseman, Cooper Hanson. Noah Crane, the DH, is on deck. Still good hitters count here for Cooper Hanson. Runners at first and second here with 2 away. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 3-2, and everybody will get a head start, so a ball in the gap could tie the ball game up. Not only off on contact, but they'll be off with the pitch. A full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Hunsley gets the sign, he'll come set. He'll deliver the 3-2. Right back up the middle for a base hit. Run will come in to score. Rounding second, heading for third. As the throw is cut off by Dean. And it's now a 3-2 ball game. And a base hit would tie this ball game right back up. So 3 straight singles, including an RBI for Cooper Hanson, has made it a 3-2 game with runners at first and third. And Noah Crane, who grounded out to Hanson at short in his first at-bat. Staley will go through the signs with the runners at first and third. But a 3-2 game now here in the bottom of the third inning. And Noah Crane, a base hit, would tie this game up. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss from Crane. Crane had an RBI yesterday, going 1 for 3. Just 2 extra base hits. It was a double for Osnes, the only guy, and then Fox, one of the guys on their bench, who tripled. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Hanson will field in the hole. The throw across to first is in time. What a play there from Matthew Hanson to retire the side and keep this a 3-2 lead for Pierre. 2-run score in the inning on 4 hits, one being a solo shot from Cooper Stallman. No errors and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the fourth. Pierre now leads at 3-2 over the Billings Expos. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
It is the top of the fourth inning in Post States. They are leading 3-2, as it will be 8-9-1 here for the Eights. Jet Zabel, Isaac Polak, and Brecken Kruger. Zabel is 1 for 1. He singled and came around to score on the RBI fielder's choice for Isaac Polak. Gets the RBI, but the error also committed from the catcher. One of 2 errors so far for Billings. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Pierre. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for Billings. As we kick off the top of the fourth, the left-hander Zabel will dig in. One of the 2 lefties in the lineup for Post State. Here's the first pitch to Zabel. That'll be on the outside corner for strike 1. Here at the top of the fourth, only game of the day for Post State. They'll be off until tomorrow morning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is popped up left side. That will get out of play, and the count is now 0-2 as it goes into the third base the left field bullpen. As it counts now 0-2 here to Zabel. Wind blowing out towards left field. Here's the 0-2 now from Owen McKinney. Instead, he'll step off and regather here with the 2 strikes against to Jet Zabel. Long look in from the windup now, the 0-2 pitch. That one's high and outside. It's now 1-2. The reasoning, which, and it makes sense more than just the also by the rules, as that one's fouled away. But he could have played maybe at 8 o'clock this morning with Pierre, but overall you can't play because Minot's got 2 games scheduled. You can't play 3 games in one day. And also you're going to really back everything up in terms of trying to have 6 games in one day. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Is able to go the other way out towards left field. That one's still carrying over towards the line, and it's dropped by the left fielder, and all the way in the corner it goes. Zabel is at second. He will round second and will hold up there. So to be a leadoff error, charge to the left fielder. It was a long run for Golick to go, but he was right underneath it by the time the ball was coming down. So Zabel will reach base, and now it's Isaac Polak. Polak on RBI, fielder's choice. In the top of the second inning, made it a 2-0 lead for Post State. The Eights led 3-0, and now it's 3-2 as they're trying to add yet another run here in the 4th inning. They scored 1 in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Here's the first pitch. Polak showing Bundy, drops it down. A beautiful bunt there from Isaac Polak. It'll be a sacrifice that will retire the first man, and they throw it back to third, and Zabel's picked off at third base. And it turns into a double play. So it will go down as a sacrifice bunt for Isaac Polak. Make it 1-3 on the putout, and then 1-3-5 for the double play. And now here's Brecken Kruger with now 2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1 to Kruger. Kruger is 0 for 1. He walked to lead off the ball game, and then he struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. 1 of 3 strikeouts for McKinney. That one is inside, and it's now 2-0. That's the second uncharacteristic double play to strike him out, throw him out in the 3rd inning, and now a sacrifice bunt that ends up turning into a double play. That one's fouled back, and it's now 2-1. Kruger looking for still his first hit of this tournament. He's 0 for 5 right now with 2 walks. Here's the 2-1. That is upstairs. It's now 3-1. Kruger, though, did get a couple hits in the Mandan game, the 9-inning loss in extra innings. That was on Thursday. Good hitters count here for Kruger, trying to extend this inning to Stalley. 3-1 pitch. Kruger swings and misses, and it's now 3-2. Full count pitch upcoming here from McKinney to Kruger. On its way. And Kruger will pop it up. Second baseman moves in to the bag to make the catch. And it turns into a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 3-2 lead for Pierre over Billings. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre, or visit their website at ComtechPlus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
As we welcome you back here, the bottom of the 4th inning, Post State is leading 3-2. And it will be 6, 7, and 8 here for the Billings Expos, who was able to get back within 1 after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As it will be Trevor Golick, Jarius Hergerts, and Cooper Stallman, the first 3 hitters against Grayson Hunsley. Hunsley allowed just 1 hit in the second, then 4 in the second inning, or the third inning. First pitch, a swing and a miss. And it went off of Golick, and he swung and missed at it. So the count is 0-1. He did single, was the only hits in that second inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss. Low and away for ball one. The count is even at a ball and a strike. Hunsley through 3 innings, allowing just those 2 runs on 5 hits. There's a ground ball towards the shortstop, and Hanson, he will field. That throw is on the money, and the leadoff man is retired here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it will bring up Jarius Hergert. Post State's looking to pick up win number 9. They got a chance by the end of this weekend to have at least 10 wins. If game had not been canceled yesterday, they would have the opportunity of getting back to 500 after coming into this weekend 5 games under 500. But now the best they can do is get to 11-12 with that game being canceled last night. Hergert lined out to Bruce in his first at-bat. That one will come upstairs, and it's now 2-0 here to the third baseman. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball. It's going to be a tough play for Lyons. He'll field. The throw is low, and Dean will scoop it out again. And there's 2 ground ball outs and a good play from Lyons, a good scoop from Dean. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 5, the shortstop, Cooper Stallman.
That was pitch number 40 of the day for Grayson Hunsley. And now here's Cooper Stallman, who hit a home run in his first at-bat. Got the scoring started for Billings in that 3rd inning where they end up scoring twice. First pitch, he'll swing at that one and fly it out to center field, but it's right to Kruger. That will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Grayson Hunsley in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th. Pierre still leading 3-2 over Billings Expos. You're listening to Post State Baseball on a KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. At Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice with skill and caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that scheduled cleaning any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Renneman a call at 605-224-2161.
Little Sweet! Did you miss your exit?
For the 2nd time in a row.
Ooh, 3rd time's a charm. You deserve a treat for that time on the road. Did you lose your favorite sunglasses?
Yes, and they were on my head.
Or did you remember your wallet, but forget your phone instead? So sweet, unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you've probably done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper. Did you meal prep all your lunches and order tacos instead?
I'm so ashamed. Please don't tell my wife.
I went to the grocery store and actually remembered my reusable bags.
Earth-friendly, so safe. It's one of a kind, it'll blow your mind. That deserves a Dr. Pepper.
It is the bottom of the top of the 5th inning, and Post State is leading 3-2, and it will be 2, 3, and 4 here for Post State. George Stalley, Matthew Hanson, and Bennett Dean. Post State's unable to score in that top of the 4th inning. First time they've been held off the scoreboard. But looking to increase their 1-run lead right now with a 3-2 advantage as we kick off the top of the 5th. Here's the first pitch from McKinney to Stalley. That one will bounce in for ball 1. For Stalley so far, he reached on a fielder's choice, and he also flew out to center field. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Post State with just 3 hits, but 2 of those 3 hits have been doubles, both by Hanson and Dean, which are due up next for Post State. Stallion will go out the other way towards right center field. That's down for a base hit. Stallion around first, and he will take a hard turn at first base, but will stay there with the leadoff single for Post State. Fourth hit of the ball game now for the Eights. And it brings up Matthew Hanson, who doubled in his last at-bat, or his only at-bat. He's 1 for 1. He reached via baseball and balls in the first inning. Pickoff attempt and back in safely is Stallion. 3 runs on 4 hits now for Post State. Here's the first pitch to Hanson, up the letters for strike 1. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, just past 11 o'clock. As there's a line shot by Matthew Hanson. That's down the line. It's going to be extra bases for Hanson all the way in the corner, off the wall. Stallion around third. He's on his way in to score. That will make it a 4-2 ball game as Matthew Hanson has got his second double in as many at-bats. And Post State now leads at 4-2. And it brings up Bennett Dean, who doubled his last at-bat, too. That's the third extra base hit in the 5 that Pierre has picked up in this ball game. 2 doubles for Hanson and the double for Bennett Dean. Zabel and Stallion each with a base hit. To this point, other than Dean, who was on third trying to score on Lyons' steal, he's the only guy that did not get a base hit, or that got a base hit and did not score. And Dean will rip that out towards right field. That one will hang up. The wind will hang that one up as Hanson will tag and head to third base. And Dean hit that one on the nose. And on a different day with the wind blowing to right field, we're probably looking at a 6-2 ball game. But instead it ends up going down as a fly out for Dean. And there's now 1 on and 1 out with Gary Nedved at the plate. Get a sac fly RBI back in the top of the first inning, and he's could do it again with another fly ball. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Hit a 2-run home run yesterday. Wind's favorable to do it again for Nedved. Here's the 1-0. That one will bounce in up the third base line. So staying put at third base is Hanson. The count's now 2-0. Nedved 0 for 1. Johnny Lyons, who's 0 for 2, is on deck. Here's the 2-0. Nedved with a ground ball. Hanson will come in to score. The throw coming to the plate is not going to be in time. Stepping up in front of home plate was the catcher and Bradley. So it's now a 5-2 ball game. It'll be an RBI fielder's choice for Gary Nedved.
Number 24, third baseman Johnny Lyons.
And it's Johnny Lyons now to the plate. He reached on an error back to the top of the third inning, but then was thrown out trying to steal on a strike him out, throw him out to end the inning. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Now a 5-2 lead for Post State. Didn't score in the 4th, but they've made up for it here in the 5th with those 2 runs. 1-0 pitch. Lyons will rip that to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nearly bounced over the head of the left fielder in Golick, and it's now first and second here for the Eights. And here's Connor Bruce. Now the third hit of the inning for Post State. The runners at first and second and 1 down. Here's Bruce, who is 0 for 2 right now. He struck out swinging and looking. And his 2 trips up. McKinney delivers the first pitch. Bruce swings and misses for strike 1. Jet Zabel is on deck, who led off the top of the 4th inning. Nedved at second, Lyons at first. 1 out here in the top of the 5th as the Eights now lead at 5-2. And a balk is called against McKinney. So both runners will advance 90 feet. And the runners are at second and third here with 1 out. And now McKinney will go from the windup as Bruce will step back into the box An 0-1 count. Here from Owen McKinney to Connor Bruce. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2 here to Bruce. Base hit could score 2. We'll have some action out in the bullpen now in left field for the Billings Expos. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 1-2. And for the Expos, looks like it'd be Xander Holst that will warm up. 1-2. Bruce checks his swing, and they're going to say either he swung or that it was strike 3. Either way, it's a strikeout of Bruce, and there's now 2 down. And I think they're going to say it was a swing, so another strikeout of Connor Bruce, and it'll bring up Jet Zabel. Zabel singled, and he also reached on an air in his 2 trips up. 1 for 2 so far. Base hit could extend the lead to 5. First pitch to Zabel. He'll swing and ground it over to the first baseman. Hanson will field. He'll race to the bag and beat Zabel to end the inning here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Post 8 now leads at 5-2 over Billings. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Here's Bradley to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning, with Post 8 leading 5-2. Bradley is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Swings to the first pitch, pops this one up to the first base line, and it will be a foul ball as Dean unable to make the catch. And that was right at the line. That was close to still being a fair ball, but first base umpire ruled that it was touched foul by Dean. So the count is 0-1 now here to Bradley. Hunsley, the 0-1, will miss low, and it's now 1-1. Grayson Hunsley going to be pitch number 44 as he has gone through 4 innings of work on the mound so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled straight back, and it's now a 1-2 count. Bounced right into the dugout for Isaac Pollock to make the play. Again, Pierre will have a South Dakota opponent on Wednesday against Mitchell. That's a big-time doubleheader. Post 8 at 4-6 in South Dakota games right now, as the 1-2 pitch will just miss low and away, and it's now 2-2. But at 4-6 in South Dakota games, this becomes a big game, big 2 games on Wednesday in Mitchell. And then Renner will be in town on Friday, part of a triangular with Minot, who will come to town. 2-2 pitch, just a bit outside, and it's now 3-2 here to Bradley. I don't know if you can fit a credit card between where the ball crossed the plate and where the strike zone would be at. That was a close one. Real close to take with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch now. This will go out towards right field. Gary Nedved will hang up enough for Nedved to make the play. And the leadoff man will still be retired here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it will bring up the top of the order in Ethan Osnes, who is 0 for 2. Flew out to the center fielder and also grounded out to the third baseman in his 2 trips to the plate. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Post State leading at 5-2. First pitch from Hunsley is outside for ball 1. Hunsley has had 2 1-2-3 innings in this ball game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is popped up, foul territory. That one will get out of play on the right side. And for Hunsley, he had also 2 1-2-3 innings in his first appearance. Post State coming in the weekend at 7-11, 18 games. They had only 19 1-2-3 innings. That one's on the inside corner. It's now 1-2. So looking to be more efficient on the mound for Post State. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That will come in and hits Ethan Osnes. And the first man that has reached base on a free pass from Grayson Hunsley.
Number 4, center fielder Dylan Byrd.
But now here's Dylan Byrd. Ground ball can get you right back out of the inning and send you to the top of the 6th with a 5-2 lead. Byrd so far is 1 for 2. He popped out in foul territory, got a base hit, came around to score, which made it a 3-2 ball game. Runner takes off in the first pitch. As the pitch is low, the throw to second is going to be off the glove of Bruce. It might have been off the helmets of Osnes, who was stealing second. So it ends up being a ball low and a stolen base for Osnes and eliminates the ground ball double play. Hunsley will come set from the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will miss low. Staley's able to make the grab low and away, and the count's now 2-0 here to Dylan Byrd. Riley Bykonen is waiting on deck. Byrd, Bykonen, and Hanson had a string of 3 straight singles. There's a bunt attempt that is going to be foul. And it's now a 2-1 count. Trying to move that runner over to third base on a sacrifice bunt. Here's the 2-1 from Hunsley to Byrd. Popped up. Gary Nedved over in right field. He'll come in, make the catch. The runner will start to tag as Nedved will fire a strike over there. Bounced over Lyons, but Hunsley was backing it up. And so the runner will stay put at second base, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And it will bring up Riley Bykonen. Bykonen was 1 for 2 so far. He popped out of the shortstop Hanson at third base, and then got a base hit for those 3 straight singles to make it a 3-2 ball game at the time. Now it's 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch is over for strike 1. Again, Billings will play the second game against Mandan. It'll be coming up at a 12:15 start time. Then Mandan and Glendive at 2:30. Glendive and Minot at 4:45. Then Minot against Brainerd at 7 o'clock. Here is the 0-1. Runner takes off for third, but Lyons fielding the ground ball at third base. The throw is wide of the bag at first, and it's going to score a run. And it will be an air charge to Johnny Lyons. And it's now a 5-3 ball game. And the runner is back at second base now. So the first air charged against Post State. And now here's Cooper Hanson. Post State yesterday did not have an air, so this is their first air of the tournament here in Minot. But now there is A runner on second with 2 outs still, but it's a 5-3 ball game. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1 to Cooper Hanson, who had the RBI single back in the 3rd inning. And that pulled him within 1 at 3-2. And now he's got the opportunity to do that again with a base hit to pull Billings within 1, 5-4. That one is at the top of the zone, and it's now a 1-1 count here to Cooper Hanson. Hanson, the left-hander, here for the Billings Expos. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip and a strike, and it's now 1-2. And Grayson Husley still looking for his first strikeouts of the ball game. Will have a 1-2 count to try and make that happen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is outside. It's now 2-2. So far through nearly 12 innings, Post State has not had a strikeout from their pitching staff. Kruger didn't finish with a strikeout. Lyons went that 1 inning without a strikeout. And here Hunsley with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, but all 3 of them have been effective. 2-2. There's a line shot up the middle. Brecken Kruger will have to play it on a hop. The runner will come in to score. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Runner will try and take second, and the throw was not to Dean in time. And so now it's a 5-4 ball game and an RBI single for Hanson. And taking second on the throw was Hanson. And now here is a pinch hitter for Billings. Derek Slip will hit a ground ball through the left side. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to try and score the run. Zabel will throw. Now Lyons will cut it off, and he's got the man caught off in third base, and he will tag him out, and that will retire the side in the bottom of the 5th inning. So they run into an out that would have tied the ball game up as Derek Stepp gets a base hit, but then Lyons didn't make a throw. He ran right at Hanson, was able to tag him out. But a 2-run inning again here for Billings. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 6th, 5-4. Pierre leads over Billings. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At the Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization nurturing the potential of every youth, adult, and senior in our community. From advocacy to childcare, disease prevention to athletics, swim lessons to safe spaces, our mission ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can participate in the services that we offer at the Y. We invite you to stop in and check out our youth sports, summer camps, group exercise classes, swim lessons, and so much more. Discover your why at the Oahe Family YMCA in Pierre, where we are for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Top of the 6th inning, and Post State now leads at 5-4, and it's 9-1-2. Isaac Pollock, Brecken Kruger, and George Stalley as they want to try and extend this lead again. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Pierre, 4 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for the Billings Expos. As McKinney will stay on the mound for the Billings Expos. Isaac Pollock, Kruger, and Stalley, the first 3 hitters here in this ball game, or in this top of the 6th inning, and the lone ball game of the day for Post State. First pitch will miss low for ball 1. Pollock so far, he is 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice, got the RBI with it, and then a sacrifice bunt that ended up turning into a double play with Zabel being picked off at third base. As there's a 2-0 count. That pitch was low. Post State with those 6 hits had 3 of the 6 hits they had last inning, with a single, double, and a single from Stally, Hanson, and Lyons. 2-0 pitch is high and inside, and it's now 3-0 count here to Pollock as he's trying to be a leadoff base runner here for the Post State in the top of the 6th against Billings. 3-0 pitch. That one will catch the inside corner, and it's now 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Pollock back up the middle for a base hit. And Isaac Pollock's got his second hit of the tournament. And he is now 1 for 3 in the ball game, 1 for 2 in the ball game. And it brings up Brecken Kruger. Kruger is 0 for 2, and he will have to wait and see a new man on the mound, as that will end the day for Owen McKinney. We'll step aside for a minute, come back with our change. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The count may change with every pitch, but what doesn't change is God's love for you. Come join us at Faith Lutheran Church to hear about the God who blesses us with athletic skill, meaningful relationships, and the peace and comfort that comes from his son Jesus. You can worship on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. or on Sunday mornings at 8:30 or 11 a.m. Faith Lutheran Church is up the hill at 714 North Grand and happy to support our athletes, their families, and our community.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back here to the top of the 6th inning, and it will be Chris Litch on the mound now for Billings, and he will work with a runner on first and nobody out, as Brecken Kruger at the top of the order will be the first one to greet him. 5 innings of work for Owen McKinney. He gave up 7 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He has given up 5 runs, 4 of them earned. However, he is still responsible for the runner at first base, and Isaac Pollock. He threw 91 pitches, 56 of them for strikes for Owen McKinney. 2 wild pitches on the day for the Billings starter. So now here is Litch, the right-hander, that will come set from the stretch. And the first pitch is upstairs for ball 1. And a very high leg kick, even with the runner on base. And a long delivery from Litch. And now a slide step that time, but he throws it 10 feet in front of the plate. So it's now a 2-0 count here to Brecken Kruger. We'll see here if Isaac Pollock will get the green light to steal at any point in this at-bat. Here's the 2-0. That one is over for a strike, and it's now a 2-1 count. Kruger is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging, also popped out the second baseman. He walked to open up the ball game, and he's still looking for his first hit of the tournament here at Minot. 2-1. There's a ground ball that is foul over to Ryan White over at third base, and he gets a round of applause from both the Billings squad and a little bit of applause from Post State. He also looks a little cold over there coaching third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Kruger will get a piece of it, foul it back, and it remains at 2-2. Good battle to open up here for Chris Litch. It'll be a sixth pitch of the at-bat to Brecken Kruger. Another 2-2 upcoming. With Pollock at first and nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. The 2-2, that one will bounce in. Pollock will take off for third. The throw to second, or he's going to take off for second. The throw to second, he'll easily swipe the bag on the pitch in the turf. And now it's a 3-2 count with a runner on second and nobody out. And Brecken Kruger, the base hits. could extend the lead back up to 2 for Post State. Here is the 3-2 pitch. That is just a bit outside, and it is ball 4. And a walk issued by Litch in his first batter. And it brings up George Stalley. Stalley is 1 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first, flew out into center field, and also singled, and came around to score on the fielder's choice from Gary Nevin. Excuse me, he scored on the double from Matthew Hanson. As the first pitch misses for ball 1. Nevin did get an RBI fielder's choice. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That 1-0 bounce is going to get away from Bradley. The count's now 2-0, and it's runners at second and third here for Post State with nobody out. And they're now looking to extend this lead even farther here for Post State with Stalley, who is already 1 for 3. Picked up 4 hits so far in this tournament. 3 singles and a triple for Stalley. Drove in 2 in the second inning yesterday against Glendive. Pierre scored a run the first, second, and third, along with 2 runs in the 5th for a 5-4 lead right now here in the top of the 6th inning. Quick mound visit from Bradley and Litch. Polak at third, Kruger at second. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. And here comes a 2-0 pitch from Litch to Stalley. That is outside again, and it's now 3-0. On deck is Matthew Hanson, who is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Here's a 3-0 now. Taking it all the way was Stalley, and he'll take it for ball 4. And back-to-back guys have walked here from Chris Litch, and it's now the bases loaded here with nobody out. And Matthew Hanson, who has already got those 2 doubles, has an opportunity to drive in several more here as the infield will come in all the way around with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch to Hanson's over for strike 1. Four-pitch walk to Stalley after a full count walk to Kruger. Here's the 0-1 to Hanson. That one will bounce in. Isaac Polak will stay at third base, didn't scoot far enough away from Bradley behind home. And it's even at a ball and a strike. Here with nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. Litch will come set from the stretch. Here's the 1-1. That one also bouncing in. Another good block there from Bradley to make it a 2-1 count. Benedine is on deck here for Post State. This is a big spot in this ball game. A 1-run lead for Post State, but they have the bases loaded and nobody out. Trying to extend that lead again. And Hanson will ground it up the middle. Be fielded by the shortstop. The throw home is going to be in time, so it will be a ground ball out to keep the bases loaded. A fielder's choice for Matt Hanson. And 6-2 on the fielder's choice for the first out. And now it's Benedine up with the bases loaded and 1 out. So now the middle infield will go back to try and turn a double play up the middle, and the corners will stay in for a ground ball to go back home again. First pitch to Dean. That one will miss low for ball 1. Dean hit a double back at the top of the 3rd inning. Hit one on the nose out to the right fielder. Wynn kept that one from sailing out. Here's the 1-0. That one will be scooped up by Bradley. That was low and outside. And Bradley's made a couple of really good plays. Otherwise, all 3 runs could have scored on wild pitches. But he's been able to scoop everything up, block everything up. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That one's upstairs, and it's now 3-0. And Litch is in danger of walking in a run. Dean, who's 1 for 2, already walked once. Probably be taken all the way here with the 3-0 count. Litch will come set, 3-0 pitch. We'll take all the way, and it will be ball 4. And it will drive in a run. The first run here of the inning. It's now 6-4 with the bases still loaded and 1 out. Third walk that has been issued. Now from Litch in this ball game, and just the 4 guys that he's faced.
Number 17, right fielder Gary Nevin.
And it brings up Gary Nevin. Nevin has had 2 RBIs, one on a sac fly and the other on a fielder's choice. He is 0 for 2 so far. He also flew out to right field. First pitch, a ground ball over to the second baseman. He'll flip to second for 1. The shortstop, the throw to first is dug out by the first baseman, and it turns into a 4-6-3 double play. And Post State, who had the bases loaded with nobody out, they do at least get a run, but that's all that they get. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Post State leading 6-4 over Billings. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
As we welcome you back here to the bottom of the 6th inning, Post State is leading 6-4, as it will be for the Billings Expos in this bottom of the 6th inning. 6, 7, and 8. Trevor Golick, Jairus Hergerts, and Cooper Stallman with a 6-4 lead now for Post State. 3 times they've been cut off by a twin killing. There's a ground ball right back to Hunsley on the first pitch. He'll step and throw to first. And 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, as it will bring up Jairus Hergerts. Hergerts 0 for 2. He lined out to Bruce at second and also grounded out to Lyons at third base. With 1 out, nobody on. First pitch over for strike 1 to Hergert. With the wind starting to pick up. It's going to be a windy day here in Minot. The 0-1 pitch. There's a line shot off the glove of Hunsley. The throw from Bruce to first is in time. So it's 1-4-3 on the put out, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it will bring up Cooper Stallman, who has hit a home run so far. He's 1 for 2. Home run, and then also flew out to Kruger. The wind chill has actually dropped down a degree to 54 here in Minot. 58 with a 54-degree wind chill on a late June day. First pitch, a swing and a miss by Stallman, and it's 0-1. Grayson Hunsley so far. This will be pitch number 68, and he'll get a fly ball to get out of this inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Grayson Hunsley. He's through 6 completes. Post State has a 6-4 lead over Billings, Montana. We head to the top of the 7th. 6-4 Post State on top. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
It is the top of the 7th for Post State, leading 6-4. And Johnny Lyons will be the first hitter. 6-7-8 here for Post States. Johnny Lyons, Connor Bruce, and Jet Zabel, as they'll be looking to extend their lead just a little bit farther. They led 1-0 after 1, 2-0 after 2, 3-0 after the top of the 3rd. Went to a 3-2 ball game where it stayed until the top of the 5th, where they scored 2 runs to make it a 5-2 ball game. And then a run scored, another 2 runs scored in the 5th for the Billings Expos to make it 5-4. And then Post State had to run the top of the 6th to make it 6-4. The 1-0 pitch is inside, and it's now 2-0 here to Johnny Lyons. Here is the next pitch. And Lyons will shoot out towards left center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to kick off the inning with extra bases. It's going to roll up against the wall. Lyons at second. He's going to round second. He'll stop there for a leadoff double for Johnny Lyons. And Post State with another extra base hit. That is their 4th extra base hit, 4 doubles in the ball game for Post State of their 8 hits. All going, 4 of them, all going for doubles. So now here's Connor Bruce, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but can change that with a base hit and could drive in Lyons to make it a 3-run ball game. Here's the first pitch to Bruce. He'll get a piece of it, but foul it back over on the right side, and it is 0-1 here to Connor Bruce. On deck, Zabel, who is 1 for 3. Post State's looking to extend this lead and then get one more big 0 from Grayson Hunsley. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will bounce in. The count is now at a ball and a strike to Connor Bruce. Hunsley so far, 68 pitches through 6 innings. Giving up 4 runs and only 2 of them earned. That one will miss inside. And the count is now 2-1 here to Bruce. McKinney was tagged for 5 runs, 4 of them earned. Litch has been responsible for the other run that is scored. Here's now the 2-1. That one will bounce in again. It's now 3-1. And time has been called, and blocking it up was Bradley behind the plate, and I don't think that felt too good for Bradley. So he'll try and shake the cobwebs. With a 3-1 count here and nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. Seems to be good, and Chris Litch will step back to the rubber, trying to avoid his 4th walk issued. He allowed 3 walks in that first inning that he came in to pitch. Here's a 3-1. That will be ball 4, and it will be a walk to Connor Bruce, and it's now 1st and 2nd here with nobody out. And it will bring up Jet Zabel.
Left fielder number 16, Jet Zabel.
Zabel singled in the 2nd inning. He also reached on air and then grounded out to the first baseman. in his 3 trips to the plate here in this ball game. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1. Again, Billings will play Mandan after this. This is the crossover game for Pierre. Glendive and Mandan will play after that at 2:30. Glendive and Minot, then Brainerd and Minot. A 1-0. That one will miss for ball 2. And it's quickly 2-0 here to Zabel. Pierre looking to go to 2-0 in pool play, which puts them in the semifinals tomorrow. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one will be outside, and it's now 3-0. Lyons leads away from second, Bruce at first. Isaac Polak is on deck as the 3-0 pitch from Litch will come to Zabel, who is taking all the way and will take it for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded here with nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. And that is the 5th walk issued, and we'll have a new pitcher on the mound, a pitching change here for Billings. We'll step aside. Step aside for a minute. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Byrd Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Byrd Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Byrd Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Byrd Electric, 224-8684. Bases are loaded here with nobody out in the top of the 7th inning, and Post State's we looking to extend this 6-4 lead as Derek Slump is now on the mound. He was the pinch hitter that came to be the DH for Noah Crane, so now the DH will be eliminated from the game as Slump enters the game on the mound. And it will be bases loaded with nobody out. Only 1 inning of work for Litch as he got a hit, 5 walks, no strikeouts. And he is responsible for the 3 runners on base right now as he gave up just 1 run in his inning of work before he was removed, but he still has those 3 guys that he is responsible for here in the top of the 7th inning with nobody out. And Isaac Polak will be the first man to greet him. Post State I should say Billings in the bottom of the 7th. We'll have 9, 1, and 2, Bradley, Osnes, and Byrd. And right now they need at least 2. And Post State here with nobody out in the top of the 7th. They want more than just 1 that they had in the top of the 6th. They want to score, put up another crooked number and extend this lead farther out and give a lot of cushion here for Grayson Hunsley that will try and go for a complete game in this ball game. So for Pierre, who has used 3 pitchers so far in these 2 games, have had success out of those 3 pitchers. There's a swing and a miss from Isaac Polak on the first pitch that he sees. He's still wanting to go deep. He said he's going to go yard. Be a perfect time to hit a grand slam for Isaac Polak. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Polak will go the other way out towards right center field. That one will be missed by the right fielder. A run will come in to score. They're going to hold out Bruce at third base, and the bases will remain loaded, but Post State now leads at 7-4. It'll be an air charge to the right fielder in Osnes. And so now here is Brecken Kruger. And now with a 7-4 lead, Kruger, who's looking for his first hits of the tournament, is a perfect time to get that first hit. Leads 3. Not a necessity to get a base hit, but there's not as much pressure to get a base hit. As he swings and misses at the first pitch, in on the hands for strike one. Bases are loaded. Bruce at third. It is Zabel at second and Pollock now at first. With nobody out here at the top of the seventh, and Post State trying to extend their lead as they lead at 7-4. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. So far, Kruger is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging and also flew out to the right fielder. He walked in the first and also walked in the sixth. 0-2 pitch. Kruger will ground that one foul, and Brian White misplayed that one, and to the chagrin of some of the Billings players. They praised him on the first play that he made and had a couple groans on the second play that he missed. Here's the 0-2. Kruger will foul that one back. And it remains at 0-2. Almost looked like it was going to come into the open in the grandstand. But the count remains at 0-2 here to Brecken Kruger. Slump delivers the 0-2 pitch, and Kruger will rip that out towards left field. The catch will be made by the left fielder. And there's now one down. And a sliding catch by the left fielder. Bruce had left the bag prematurely. And so he had to get back to the third base bag and then could not tag up and score. So now to bring up George Staley, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game right now. Been on base 3 different times in his 4 trips to the plate. With one out and the bases loaded, the middle infield moves back again. Looking for a double play ball. 3 of the 6 innings have had a double play of some sort turned by Billings, whether it's strike him out, throw him out, a sac bunt that turned into a double play, picking off runner at third base, and then a more normal double play. There's a throw into left field. They're trying to backpick Connor Bruce, and now Zabel's going to round third. He's going to try and score. The throw coming in. He scores as well. So 2 runs coming to score on the throwing error for the catcher and Bradley, and it's now a 9-4 lead. Zabel read that throw to be going to be high, and he was off running to third base before the throw even got past the third baseman, and he ran at third and went in to score. Pollock moved up to second base, so it's now a 9-4 lead, and most runs have scored here in an inning for Post State in the game. They now lead at 9-4. Staley will ground it up the middle. It'll be fielded by the shortstop. Good play. The throw to first, though, is low and dug out by the first baseman and Cooper Hanson. There's now 2 down. And it will bring up Hanson, the shortstop, for Post State. Hanson is 2 for 3. Been on base all 4 times, 2 doubles, with an RBI as well in that second double that he hit. Another RBI opportunity here for Hanson. Ground ball back up the middle. That's going to be his 3rd hit, as that's through for a single and an RBI for Matt Hanson. Second RBI of the ball game, and a 10-4 lead for Post State. A 4-run inning here in the top of the 7th. And now here's Bennett Dean. That gets one more opportunity to swing the bats, as he is 1 for 2 so far. Walked twice, and an RBI on the walk in the top of the 6th inning. 8th man to come to the plate here for Post State in the top of the 7th. First pitch, Dean off the hands. That one is to the second baseman, though. That will make the catch by Conan and retire the side here in the 7th inning. But 4 runs score as they get 2 hits. There was 2 errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th, and Post State leads it 10-4 over Billings. 3 outs away from going 2-0 here in the Minot tournament. You listen to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
As we welcome you back here, bottom of the 7th inning, the 0-1 pitch now to Bradley is a swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Grayson Hunsley has thrown 70 pitches. This will be pitch number 71. And the 0-2 pitch upcoming for Grayson Hunsley. That one will miss low and away, and it's now a 1-2 count. Still looking for his first strikeout. The only man with a free pass from Billings was hit by a pitch. That's the guy on deck, Ethan Osnes. I know Bradley's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to right field. 1-2 pitch. Just a bit low and outside, and the count's now 2-2. The book was closed on Litch as well. He gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. So 10 runs have been allowed to score, but only 5 earned. The 2-2 is a taken for strike 3, and there's your first strikeout of the ball game for Grayson Hunsley. And there's now 1 down to kick off the bottom of the 7th. Post State 2 outs away from picking up their second win here in Minot. Here's Osnes, who is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. That's the first strikeout of the tournament for the Post State pitching staff. Through 13 1/3 innings of work. There's a line shot, base hit for Osnes. He is on with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And again, this is an inning with a 6-run lead that if you're Post State, you just want to throw strikes. Have Grayson Hunsley, that's what he's been doing all game. 73 pitches, make it 74 pitches, and 51 of them for strikes. He's been efficient as Grayson Hunsley. He's got plenty of, he's got 31 pitches still to work with before he has to be removed. That one's popped foul, backing out of play. And it's 0-1 here to Dylan Byrd, who has one of those 7 hits for, one of the 8 hits for Billings, Montana. As he is 1 for 3 and 3 for 6 in this tournament. Pickoff attempt. And back in safely. The runner on first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. That one is popped up on the infield. Who's calling for it? Bennett Dean will call for it to make the catch. Both the shortstop, second baseman, and first baseman all came in. And Dean took charge, made the catch, and there's now 2 down. And Post State an out away from going 2-0, and we'll be playing for the semifinals tomorrow morning or afternoon, either at 10:45 or 1 o'clock. We'll have to keep an eye on Facebook, Twitter for the update on and our website at kccrradio.com to tell you when we're going to play. If we play at 10:45 tomorrow morning, it'll be on Capital City Rock, but you can still watch it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. If it's at 1 o'clock, the church service ending at noon, we'll be able to be on KCCR for that ball game. So if we play the early game, we'll be on Capital City Rock. The late game, that's a fair ball. That's a fair ball. And the throw to first will retire. That'll end the ball game. He swung. Well, I guess if it hit him, then it's just a strike. But if it went off the bat at all, it's it's a fair ball. So it was a check swing that was a full swing. And they're gonna say it's just a strike because it hit him on the swing, and he didn't actually hit the ball. So again, because if it goes off the bat, it's a fair ball, but if it hits him when he swings, then it's just a dead ball. So the count is now 0-2. I mean, that ball is right down the first base line as well. But the first base coach talking with the base umpire and not going to get anything avail from that. And this counts now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that will come in and hit him. So Byconen's still on base anyway, and it's now first and second here with 2 away. And it'll bring up Cooper Hanson, who is 2 for 3 in the ball game with 2 RBIs. He had an RBI single in the 3rd and 5th inning. Again, to finish that thought, 10:45 tomorrow morning. If we play that game, it'll be on Capital City Rock. If it's at 1 o'clock, it's on KCCR. And the championship game, if Post State wins either at 10:45 or at 1 o'clock, they'll play at 3:15, and that will be on KCCR. Whether we go right back to back or have a game break. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Cooper Hanson. That one's on the outside corner, and it's now 1-1. Ball game rolling up to the 2-hour mark as Grayson Hunsley will throw pitch number 82 of the day. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, Post State leading 10-4. 1-1 has popped up, foul. That will get out of play, and again, the 8s are a strike away from picking up the victory. It would push them to 9-12 then on the season. And again, the 8s can get up to 11-12 on the year if they end up winning this tournament. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is outside, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 8s will have the rest of the day here in Minot before playing tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. As Hunsley will come set, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Going the other way, foul territory. Jet Zabel, that's going to run out of room. That's actually off the light pole. And it is still at 2-2. Went straight off the light pole, mouse back in fair territory. Mandan and Billings are set to play after this one. Then it's Glendive and Mandan, Glendive and Minot, then Brainerd and Minot to close out the day and close out pool play. 2-2 pitch. And there's a shot from Hanson out towards center field. Brecken Kruger has to come all the way back in, and he will make the catch. And roll 8s. Pierre wins it 10-4 over Billings Expos, says they're 2-0 in pool play. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back and wrap it up from Minot. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, let's go. We're going to be late for the baseball game.
I know, my air conditioner is letting me down like our middle reliever last game. I have to give someone a call.
That's easy. Call in the closer, AirTech Heating and Cooling. They use Coleman brand heaters and air conditioners, and like our team's closer, AirTech with Coleman products give us quality and dependability we can trust to win the game.
You're right. I'm going to the bullpen. AirTech, I need you.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727. As we welcome you back here to Minot Corbett Field, it is a game win for Post State, 10-4 over Billings, Montana. They led the entire way, had a 1-0 lead after 1, 2 after 2. They led 3 after 2.5, and it was 3-2 after 3 innings before they extended the lead back to 5-2, and then it was 5-4 after 5 innings, and then the Aces put up a run in the 6th and then 4 in the 7th to pick up a 10-4 victory over Billings, Montana in their lone game of the day. 2 RBIs for Matthew Hanson, Bennett Dean, and Gary Nedved. Isaac Pollock had an RBI single as well, as Post State had 9 hits. Matthew Hanson had 3 of those 9 hits, 2 doubles and a single, as the Aces were able to take the lead right away and then lead the entire way and pick up a 10-4 win with a ball game that lasted exactly 2 hours. Grayson Hunsley threw just 85 pitches in 7 innings. He gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout for Hunsley, as the pitching staff has been terrific for Post State through the 2 games so far, with Brecken Kruger going 6 innings yesterday, Johnny Lyons in the 7th, and then it was a complete game for Grayson Hunsley and getting a 10-4 victory. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as we'll wrap things up here from Minot, as Post State will now play at either 10:45 tomorrow morning or at 1 o'clock in one of the 2 semifinals. It all depends on where they want to schedule it, but keep a look out on Facebook at KCCR Sports. You also, my Twitter account at JWink20, I'll have the update for you, and also on our website at kccrradio.com. And we'll be on the air at either 10:30 tomorrow morning on Capital City Rock for the 10:45 game, with being on YouTube at on KCCR Sports, or we'll be also on the air on KCCR at 12:45 with the 1 o'clock first pitch. We'll also be on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So if we're on the earlier game, we're on Capital City Rock due to the church service, and then we'll be on at 1 o'clock, or for the 1 o'clock game, we'll be on the air on KCCR tomorrow afternoon. So thanks to Drew McIntyre back at the station. John Wickler here as Post State wins it 10-4 in their lone game today against the Billings Expos. 10-4 final score, as we say so long from Minot.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, Floss Dentistry, Comtech, Wagner Auto, Dakota Sprinkler, CHS River Plains, Kathy Sunshine Properties, True Green, B&B Equipment, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Gales Gas. Post State Baseball is also brought to you by AirTech, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Olson Plumbing, First Dakota National Bank, Ferding Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Avera, Sander Auto Parts, Edward Jones Financial, Todd's Electric, Lamb Auto, Kruger Contracting, the Oahe YMCA, Bank West, and Fisher Rounds. Join us all season for Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of KCCR